Let's play a game. Name your favorite dinosaur. Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to. Don't even think about it. Just name it. Ready? You want to go do karate in the garage? Yep! Did we just become best friends?
Welcome. My name is Anthony. I'm going to be your host for this week. And did we just become best friends?
Yep.
All right. And this guy with me is Alfredo. And so this is going to be our first podcast that we're going to start. And we're going to try to do it a couple times a month. We'll see how it goes. We're going to talk about pretty much anything, whatever's trending, video games, sports, and whatever else we kind of like stumble upon, into our conversations.
Yep.
Man, we've been trying to do this for a long time. Time.
We had a practice one a month and a half.
Probably more. I want to say longer. It was like in January, wasn't it?
And after New Year's, I think.
Yeah, it was after New Year's because we started talking about it after we did the drunk gameplay.
Yeah.
Or the drunk gingerbread house.
If you haven't seen it, it's funny. I won that gingerbread house.
Yeah, I'll put the link.
Yeah.
In the description.
But it was like in middle January. Actually, we did this, and after that, we've been busy. He's had school. I have 2 jobs and a beautiful daughter, and he has his life. I have mine.
Life always gets in the way of fun.
Yes, it does. And it's not like a game like you can pause it and do something. No, it keeps going.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that
finally, like 2 months.
Got a Bears. It's awesome. We should get a Cubs
hat. Oh, I'm like, I have a Cub hat.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, this one I forgot. I think my uncle had gotten me. That's a real helmet. That's a real deal.
Right.
That was probably from '90s, early '90s. I want to say. That's the real deal helmet. I just got beat up. Yeah, I'm missing some of the paddings for it. But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of everything. Since this week is our first week, we're gonna mostly kind of talk about each other. I think me and you are gonna be the main ones on the show. All the time. And we'll see if anybody else wants to join us. A couple of our friends, and we'll have like a discussion about whatever's going on. Fantasy football ended for us in December.
Yeah,
we were all kind of crazy about that. Me and Alfredo, both former champions. He won it twice. I won it once.
2 or 4 years. This is 4 years.
This is the fourth. This is the 4th year, and we just got our 3rd champ in 4 years.
Yeah.
So we were pretty big in that in fantasy football. So definitely when football season comes around again,
we have to make a podcast, either discuss it here or a second podcast for fantasy football.
Just that.
Yeah, and only the champs are invited.
The champions only podcast.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
3 people.
3 people.
Yeah, we'll see whoever else wants to come on. Different games are coming on. Obviously, we play a lot of video games. We do. Overwatch hat. We have a couple friends that play a lot of Overwatch and are pretty freaking good at it.
Very good.
I think when I saw Omar the other day, he said he hit Grandmasters or something like that. Jeez. Which is like, man, that's like almost as high as you can get. Well, I think it's under top 500. So it's top 500 Grandmasters and then Masters. And I think he got to Grandmasters, and I guess people were telling him like that's like super super hard to do because he's solo. People that get to that level in Overwatch, we play on the console. We play on PS4. We don't play on
Xbox
or PC. PC is the main one where you see all that, and I guess it's super hard. So yeah, he's a big gamer. So we'll definitely try to get other people on. Talk about everything. Yeah, I mean, I don't like politics too much. I feel that gets too.
No, I don't like talking about.
Yeah, so
the Cheeto and the White House guy.
Yeah, we'll probably keep away from that for the most part. Try to keep it fun.
We are going to keep it fun.
Keep it like that.
Real quick, you see me keep doing this because I noticed my tits fold, and I like this shirt. This
Dicka shirt.
Right. That's why I have across my arms. I'm covering my tits.
Boobies.
Nice. Yeah. That's fantasy football boobies. Fantasy boobies.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, we play Overwatch. We started off playing WoW. I've known you how long now?
Yeah,
14 years?
So, I first met you at Lightology.
When I was 30? Before I was 30? Before I got married?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just started. Yeah.
I think I want to say it was 2005. 2005 is when I started working at Lightology, and you were already there for about a year.
Yeah, 13 years.
Yeah.
And this guy was the one who invited me and put me towards World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I was
original. Before all the expansions,
expansions.
Original. The max level was 60.
Right.
At the time.
Right. The max level was 60. This is before they came out 100 million or 1 million players. We were underneath that before.
Yeah. Well, the game was pretty new. I think it came out in 2004, I want to say. Maybe 2005.
All I know is I played a demo, a trial. I was hooked.
Yeah.
After 4 hours. 4 or 5 hours, I was hooked. I'm like, sign me up.
Yeah.
Damn you, Blizzard. I want my life back.
It was me, you, and another one of our friends, Armando.
Armando's
the one that
Armando's on there too.
Not at the time. He came out a little later. Well, I remember he tried playing, but then he had a really kind of slow computer.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
But Armando was the one that started the game, and then he got me hooked into it. And then I got you hooked into it, and then that's how you kind of got in to know Armando. That's how you guys became friends.
Yeah, we didn't even meet in person until like a month later.
Yeah, that's right.
A month and a half later.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's like, I know everything about you, and this is the first time I see you in real life.
Yeah, that was nuts. I mean, we were super addicted to that game.
Yeah, we were. We had everything scheduled and planned. We made no Friday nights.
Weekends.
Yeah.
Weekends. I still like, depending on what side you're on of it, it could be like a really bad weekend or a really awesome weekend.
Yeah.
Friday until Sunday, non-stop Warcraft.
I pulled a
non-stop.
What was it? I pulled an 18-hour, 20-hour shift of just Warcraft straight.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
I remember we got home, so we all worked together. Mm-hmm. And then at this time, Armando came and he started working for us.
Yes,
right. And then our other friend Omar, he wound up getting a better computer. He joined the game, and he was working at Lightology with us as well. It's like a warehouse for lighting fixtures, and so all of us were working together and playing Warcraft. So Friday night we go home just randomly, like everyone's on. So we start doing all that crazy stuff, and then we're like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go blah blah. And then every time somebody's like, I'm going to come back, like they come back and we're all on together. Yeah. And it happened all weekend.
It did.
All weekend. Yeah, it was nuts. So,
I mean, Mondo came up with the saying, hey, it's a beautiful day outside. Let's play some Warcraft. It's a beautiful day to play Warcraft. And it was like 80 degrees, sunny, beautiful day. So let's go inside and just play on a computer for 18 hours or so.
Yeah.
And we did. We played. We had a blast. We challenged people and we kicked ass. We
made a guild. Remember the name of our first guild that we made?
Mr. Fat Fingers over here.
Yeah,
It was called Bloodthirsty, but everybody, badass name. Guess what? How'd you spell it?
Yeah, I'm not the greatest speller.
It's a Thristy.
Yeah.
Thirsty. So that we were the joke for a while. It was
awesome. I didn't mind.
It was Bloodthirsty.
Bloodthirsty.
Yeah. And we spent 100 gold. And at that time gold was 100 or 10?
I don't remember.
Gold was hard to come by.
Yeah.
You couldn't get gold. You're happy to get silver. Yeah, and we were just farming, killing hogs and pigs and selling scrap to making potions in the auction house or whatever you can to get money to build this guild. And we hit this 100. I believe it was 100. And we hit this goal of 100. And 100 gold. And this guy, he went in there and I love it, Kramer, but this fat finger fuck over here messed it up. And it became the best thing ever. Because ever since then, we were like, oh, let's name something. Bloodthirsty. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Outside people are like, what's so funny about that?
Yeah, it's a inside joke.
It is.
Running for 13 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So whenever I see another guild that's bloodthirsty, and I kind of giggle a little bit like a little girl.
They actually have that?
In the server I'm in now, I saw a couple people bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So recently I started playing it again. Armando dragged me back in, and now it's. I mean, it's still the same thing, but so much has changed in 13 years of a video game being out, and still millions of people play it. You know, so yeah, it's still pretty fun.
Yeah.
Time consuming.
Very.
I should not play as much as I do because of school, but I do. You know.
Yeah, I'm afraid to go back in it. I just saw a little bit of it, and I think it's more to your computer that makes it look nice.
No. Yeah.
So by that I'm gonna say, thank God I don't have a computer. So I did. I'd be homeless. I really would be homeless, and no one would take care of me, and I would just be playing Warcraft.
Yeah. Speaking real quick, have you seen the prices for graphic cards now?
No.
They are crazy expensive.
The last time I saw a graphics card was basically for $100, and it was just not even a fan. It was just like this big.
Just the card.
Just a card.
So I in my computer I have the GTX 1080, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's one above it called the 1080i, and those are about the two highest graphics cards you can get right now. When I built my computer about a year ago now, yeah. The card I got was, I want to say $700 or $800, somewhere around there.
Wow.
Which is a lot, right? I mean, for a graphics for a piece of plastic, basically, you know, it's huge too. That card is probably going for double the price right now.
The same card?
The same card is probably going for easily $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 because of Bitcoin.
I've heard of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I just never followed it and understood it.
It's just like digital currency, you know, like it's just digital currency. So what they use the cards for, so in order to get Bitcoin, there's a fine amount of Bitcoin. Like there's a certain amount. You can't just create like this digital currency, right? Mm-hmm. So in order to get Bitcoin, the computer has to solve these like equations, you know, and then you get like 0.01% of one coin, or you get like little chunks of the coin. I could be wrong, but that's how I understand how it to be. And they have to use computers to do it, right? So they figured out the actual processing power of a graphics card is enough power to do these equations. So all these Bitcoin miners went out and bought these graphics cards, you know, and connected them together. And that's like a crazy thing. I'll add a picture somewhere down here, like of a Bitcoin mining station. It's literally like, I mean, a normal person that does it, you know, that I've seen is like 4 or 5 graphic cards hooked up together. I mean, I've seen people with like a shelf of graphic cards, you know, just all hooked up together with a power supply running these equations 24/7, you know. And that's why is there like NVIDIA was like, oh, cool, all these cards are getting sold so fast, let's jack up the price.
Right. Of
course. So, yeah.
It's
So
supply and demand.
when I told somebody, I'm like, oh, this is the card I got. I think it was Armando. He's like, oh man, good thing you bought that card, and you did, because now it's like double the price, and that's insane. It is crazy.
Well, what if you sell that card and get some cash for it, and then just buy a brand new one or a newer one?
I would have to downgrade though, because even if I sell it for like what it's going for now, it will probably be used, so it will be a little cheaper than a brand new one, and then I wouldn't be able to afford the one. So I would have to downgrade like a lot. And for me, I love that graphics card.
Yeah, well, I stick to it then.
I really like, yeah. Maybe later, because Bitcoin is kind of taking a dive right now. I think it's like at 1,000. At one point, it was like a 20,000 or something, like 20,000. $20,000 for one Bitcoin. That's crazy, man.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. It's like stocks and stuff.
People were taking mortgages on their house, selling their firstborn child. I mean, they were doing anything to get one Bitcoin or something like that.
For one Bitcoin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it being that much money, you know. But yeah, so
I got $50.
Thanks.
How much do you think I get that? 51 cents.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But,
let's see.
Yeah.
A little bit more about myself. Basically, football. Yeah, I'm not crazy with baseball. I coached it, managed it. did fantasy football. Actually, won 1 year, but I'm a football kind of guy. I like football, as you can see. Fantasy football goes around and kind of gets serious, and I talk crap about shitty trades all the time. And
yeah, people who are usually quiet all year, like in our group of friends, when fantasy comes out,
yeah, we all talk. We
Yeah.
all talk.
September is the month.
So, is there going to be a link or email or something?
For what?
Any questions?
No, just comment. You know, if you want to know anything, comment. It's just for sure going to be on YouTube, obviously. But for audio only, I'm gonna put it up on iTunes and Google Play. So this is also gonna be there. Spotify, it's really hard to get up to get onto Spotify. I found out a couple podcasts that I watch. One's like Rooster Teeth, and it's Rooster Teeth. I don't know if you know who they are. Red versus Blue.
Right.
You know, they're about to do their 15-year anniversary thing for this company. And they just got on Spotify. And it's not because they were like, oh, it's whatever. Like, they couldn't get onto it because they said they were just having so much issues with people there. So Spotify is not something easy to get onto. Oh, maybe eventually that's the goal.
Well, yeah.
But for sure, it's going to be on YouTube with the video. And then audio only, Google and iTunes. And I got everything set up right now. We forgot to say. So we were going through a couple names for the show.
Yeah, beware.
We were going through a couple names.
One of them was bloodthirsty.
Yeah, one of them was bloodthirsty. Yeah, I think we decided on did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Which is why it was in the intro. So yeah, I put together a really bad graphics art for it because I do not know Photoshop. Like I'm learning. It's,
well, we know the right guy for that.
Yeah.
Where are you, Mando? Come on out.
Well, there is one I want to do. So if anybody listening can send it to us, that would be awesome. I want to do our faces on the Step Brothers. You know, the one where they're like on top of each other's shoulders.
Well, why don't we just reenact that? We have
we could.
We have our Christmas sweaters. I have the UFO alien one, and then I have the same one, the green one.
Yeah. See, mine wasn't really a sweater. Mine was like a t-shirt that was way too big. Mine was like two sizes too big. If you watch the video of us getting drunk, you know, man, yeah, my shirt was huge. I think it was like a 3-4X maybe.
Yeah. Watch the Rudolph one first, because that led into the gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Because you just jump in the gingerbread house, you're like, oh, you know, these guys just got drunk, decided. No. Everything was perfectly planned by this guy.
No.
It was nice.
It was fun.
Nice.
It was fun.
We had a great time.
It wasn't perfect. It was my first time setting something up like that.
I won that contest.
You did.
Yep.
He came closest to building a house.
Yeah.
You didn't really build a house.
It was there, the foundation, and just after a while it just fell.
Yeah. You're supposed to let it sit, I think. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, like so if anybody knows any good Photoshop, that'll be pretty funny.
Yeah.
You know. Then we can see we can do something like that. But yeah, so did we just become best friends, which is, and we've been calling or abbreviating it DWJBBF.
Yep. No, that's like
yeah, that's like the different.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was because of Step Brothers. I watched that movie like at least once a month. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Not even exaggerating. I'm such a big Will Ferrell fan. I just randomly I was like bored Talladega Nights, and then I don't know if you watched The Office.
Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. So I'm super behind. A lot of my friends, Omar and other people, were saying, "You gotta watch The Office. You gotta watch it." Finally, I started watching. I'm on the last season right now, and there's a part where Will Ferrell is on the show for, give or take, maybe like 5 or 6 episodes, and he's funny, but you don't like him. He's very much of an a-hole, you know, about it. But he is very Will Ferrell in it. You know, I can see like Step Brothers and the Talladega Nights, the way he acted in that. was kind of like how he was in The Office. And I was kind of disappointed that he didn't stick around on the show. I thought it would have been good, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, I watched Step Brothers, and then I'm like, do we just become best friends? I like that.
And do you remember any other names?
Oh man, there was a few.
Because
there's like there was some, but there were a lot of them were taken. There's like Chicago Basement, or like Podcast Basement, or
I still have.
I wanted to do, and then I think Erica
Did it do? There it is.
Erica told me about Fat Guys in a Little podcast. And I really like that one. I think that was the second one I was rooting for.
Right.
I don't know if you know where that's from.
No.
It's from Black Sheep, I believe. It's one of Chris Farley's thing.
Okay.
He was, fat guy in a little jacket.
Okay, I see. All right.
So I was like, and obviously we were both like bigger guys. I'm like, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But then, it was at the same time. It was kind of like if you didn't understand it, it would be just kind of like. Kind of funny, but you wouldn't fully understand it.
I like that's the first one we got. I remember my first beer podcast.
Yeah, I think that one was taken.
You sounded sane. Behind you.
There you go. That's another one of our friends. What was that Gears of War?
Gears
of War
on Xbox, where you hope and pray you did not get the 3 rings of death.
Oh yeah, when Xbox 360
I'm a victim of it.
first came out.
So was Andy.
Was it?
Twice. Yes.
Twice.
He was a victim of it twice.
Yeah.
Because he got his first, got insurance, got exchanged, then I got it. He's like, hey, go through my insurance. You just don't pay nothing. All right. So I went through that. I got a new one. And then 2 months later, he got it again. I don't know how or why is that possible. I never got it after that.
I never had it. I don't know if I know anybody else who got it besides. I knew you had it. I now remember Andy had it, but yeah, I never. I was like praying. I'm like, please don't let it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never had that issue, which luckily. But yeah, Behind You.
There was. Jeez, how did it happen? Armando was it Armando or Andy?
It was Andy. It was Andy's thing.
We were always fighting, and Gears of War. It's the first person, and you look forward, and just so happens someone comes up behind us and chainsaws or
two-piece.
Or two-piece.
Yeah. They like hit you and then blow you up with the shotgun.
That's right. And every time, I think it's because Andy's internet sucked so bad, he lagged a half a second to a full second.
Well, there's a lot of cheaters though too in Gears 1.
Yeah, there was
a lot of lag buttons.
But the whole purpose of that Behind You was after we died and we were like resetting, respawning. He says, "Oh, guys, behind you!" Like, no shit, we're already dead. We're coming back alive right now. We're running to where we're supposed to be at.
But he wouldn't say the name, or he wouldn't say, "Hey guys." He would just go, "Hey, behind you." It was like
there's 8 of us.
Yeah,
was it?
No, I think it was 5 on 5.
Yeah,
maybe 6 on 6, something like that. So yeah, so there's him. And a group of 4, 5, 6 other people.
And we all know each other. We all worked with each other at one point.
Yeah.
And yet he can't say, Fredo, Kramer, Mando, behind you. Nope. He just said behind you. You turn around.
Behind you.
Oh, that was already too late.
Yeah, it was too late. Every time he said it was too late. Because by the time you turn around, you have a chainsaw on your face or you're getting blown up by a shotgun.
And
I still want to make a shirt that says behind you.
We have to. And I also want to put something in correlation with Armando. He was notorious when once the battle started, we all ran. We all ran into his room where there's power-ups or whatever. So we're running. Mondo would be first. And then he'll stop and say, you go first. So my dumbass, I've learned not many times because he did it to me more than once, I'll go in and just to set off a bomb. Because these guys will love throwing these sticky bombs on the ceiling on the wall where you pass and it just explodes. So Mondo would run, stop, and like, you go first. Boom. Okay, now it's clear. So everybody else goes.
You were
I was the guinea pig.
I was going to say, the mine detector?
Yeah.
The grenade
when
detector.
they blew up,
yeah.
I found it.
There it is.
Go ahead, guys. I'll meet you there shortly. Oh no, not even, because you don't spawn, you dead, and that's it.
It depends on the game, I think. It depends on the game. If I remember, I don't remember one too much now. It got clouded by all the bad ones.
I think you die, and that's it.
But yeah,
I think that was it. I'm not 100% sure, man.
sad.
But either way, it was fun.
Yeah, behind you was still. Even we would go to work and I'm like behind you, and this it was like say it just like behind you.
Yeah.
You know, and then, like it was kind of like another inside joke. But
so how about you? Anything else you want to say for yourself?
Nah, I mean right now, you know, I try to play video games as much as I can, because I do love video games. My grandfather, my dad's father, he played video games. You know,
Really?
yeah. When he passed away, I think the PlayStation 2 was out. You know, and he bought it. He had all the newer consoles. You know, but he would play RPGs, you know, a lot of Final Fantasies and stuff like that.
I never got into the game.
Some, yeah, you know. The cinematics, especially at the time, were like crazy, you know. So yeah, so I was always into video games. You know, my uncle, his son, you know, played a lot, so I would play a lot. You know, it was always like that thing, like that people look down on. You know, like, oh, you play video games, like.
Yeah.
Now it's more accepted. I feel like now, because now you have Twitch, which I'm also on Twitch.
It's more
I don't do it. It's more, yeah, you know. I mean, like, I love watching Dr. Disrespect on Twitch. He's a personality, you know, and he's funny. You know, I mean, his personal life, all that, you know, BS that, you know, whatever happened, but the character he is hilarious.
Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect. So yeah, if you haven't watched, look him up. He's pretty funny. He's on YouTube. He does a clip, like little highlight clips.
I'm actually curious to know, because I never heard him.
No? Oh, he's like one of the biggest guys on Twitch. But yeah, I mean, there's that. So the thing that's holding me back from playing as much as I can is school. So right now I'm going to school to be a nurse, and I don't know if you know anybody who's gone to nursing school. It is the hardest thing I've ever done, like academic wise, you know, I mean physically wise, but like mentally, it's so difficult. I mean, it is a lot of information being thrown at you, and you need to know it, you know, super fast. You know, and all my classmates, we all make like jokes and stuff like that, like, oh, you need to learn this, and test it tomorrow, you know. But the hands-on stuff is super fun. You know, the clinicals at the hospitals, at the places. That's, for me, fun. You know, I've been an EMT for a long time, and I'm taking it to step up. But yeah, I mean, that's what's taking up most of my time is school. You know, but I'll be done one more year.
Nice. April
2019, and then go back to school to be a doctor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know, definitely. I get about 3 weeks off in between each semester, and I like playing, and I like being on Twitch. You know, I like being on Twitch. That's pretty fun. You know, I don't know if I mean, anybody can do it. You can do it. You don't even need a computer. PlayStation and Xbox has it built in their system now, so you can actually stream onto Twitch from your Xbox, from your PlayStation, and you don't need a camera, you know. And then if you wanted one, you can just get, you know, a cheap, you know, USB camera and pop it there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, a lot of the bigger streamers, you know, some of them started playing on console, you know, and then they moved up to PC and bought a big old expensive PC and doing all the crazy stuff. But yeah, that's where the fun's at. But time and consistency, which I don't have either. Because you have to be consistent, you know, have a schedule for Twitch if you want to be successful. Yeah. But yeah, Dr. Disrespect, I think he had a big thing that happened in his personal life, and he was off for about a month, and he came back. I think when he came back, man, he was getting donations like crazy. I want to say he made about 25 grand.
Wow. Maybe,
you know, between all the donations and stuff like that in one day. You know, he made a lot of money. There was one I saw, he got like a $2,000 donation or something like that. Hundreds of dollars at a time, you know, plus all the little dollars, you know. Yeah, so I feel it's so much different now. And then that was one thing. My girlfriend Erica, she like all the time, like tells me, is like, you guys are stupid. You guys should have kept playing Minecraft, you know, and put it on and put it on YouTube. Well, this is before Twitch. Put it on YouTube. These big YouTube gamers started when we were playing Minecraft, man. Especially the big Minecraft people. Yeah. Like, I'm like, man, I'm like, that could have been us. That could have been us, you know. We could have been up there, you know. I mean, I don't know if because I still do like Minecraft. I play occasionally with my girlfriend. We have our server and we build all this like cool stuff. But yeah, no. Armando still has the video, the YouTube link for the city. Really? On his YouTube channel. I saw it yesterday. Oh. Actually, I was just going through. Is that the one that we built? Yeah. Yeah, well, most of you guys. By the time I joined, it was mostly done. I mean, that's small now compared to what people do now. I mean, at the time when Minecraft first came out, you had to ride a pig.
There's horses now.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
There's see.
The only thing horses. We had is travel from point A to point B. Is you build a railroad track. Yeah. And then you had some green, some red stuff, some limestone, or whatever. Put the switch. And then you connect it, and then there's an end, and you click. I know this because I built an underground tunnel from point A to point B, and then point A and B again, and we're across in the center of the towns. And
oh, that's right.
And I built this thing, and I died so many times. I lost so much armor because you're building up. You want to lava. Yeah. You hurry up. Put a sand block, which doesn't work, and then I hit the wrong button because you put a sand block above, it's gonna come right. Yeah. Then you carry a bucket of water, and it's how
I do like.
But it was fun. And
yeah. Oh yeah. It's still fun.
I remember just fun. You build, just to tear down, and build again. It was crazy. And I built a skull. We built a stadium, and then outside the stadium, I wanted to build a skull where people could go in it. But the skull was so massive, and I got the sketch.
It came out.
It came out nice, but I got the diagram off of internet, but I just never knew how large of a scale it was going to be. And next thing you know, it was like just as tall as the stadium. I'm like, okay, we'll keep it. And I only built one. That's it.
Yeah, it was huge. And mind you, this is when Minecraft first came out. So the add-ons and the mods for it at the time, it was very, very limited. You know, you didn't have what you have now. Now, I mean, you can download texture packs, so the water looks like water, and it's gorgeous. There's so much more so you can download. You know, and I watch like Joey Grisafago, something like that. Mm-hmm. He's one of the bigger Minecraft guys. You know, watch him. You know, Strawberry. You know, Megan. Lizzie, like all these people, and I'm like, these people, like they're fun to watch. They're super fun to watch. But at the same time, I'm like, we were doing this before they were like even playing video games, or one of them's like in their 30s. You know, a couple of them are in their 30s. But I was like, we were doing this, like we were playing Minecraft like way back when, you know, and we just didn't have the foresight to think like, hey. Let's record ourselves. Right. Yeah, you know, Armando did it. I'll put the link up here somewhere, you know, or in the description of the city. So he did record it.
Which one? Magneto?
Mega Delago, whatever.
Yeah, it was cool. He made a music video of it
with Nickelback.
Nickelback.
But yeah, no, yeah.
Do you remember the mountain that I built?
Like the Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore. Kinda. There was characters on there. It was just us four though.
Yeah.
You, me, Mando, and I think some other dude. I think not even.
No, I think you just took a face, another character's face.
Yeah. It was awesome. I think it's in the video. I hope it's in the video.
I think it is. Yeah, I put it up. But yeah, I was watching that yesterday. I was like, oh wow, man. You know, I was like, we could have been YouTube famous by now if we would have just recorded and stuck to it and stuff like that. You know, and I watch like some of the bigger guys like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye a lot. and you know, every so often they'll do remembering when they first started, and they were so awkward when they first started. Just, I mean, not awkward. I mean, just
Wait to get a lot of us.
you don't know, yeah, right. You just don't know what to say, so they're very quiet, you know. And then they're doing a one-on-one type of thing, so they're playing a video game by themselves, talking to a camera, you know. And you think like, oh, now everyone's vlogging, everyone's twitching, and doing that. But back then, 10 years ago, you know, 13 years ago, that was a weird thing to do, you know? Like, you get the person you're living with, your parents or your girlfriend or whoever, like, why are you talking to yourself?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, it was like, oh no, I'm making a video, you know? But yeah, man, at the time, we all had pretty decent computers. So we had the capability of doing it, but...
Without a problem.
Yeah,
but
it just didn't happen.
Never crossed our minds.
No, I remember when Twitch first came out. It was when it first came out. I forgot what it was called. It was like Justin TV or something like that. And I'm like, this seems stupid. I legit thought it was stupid. I'm like, who wants to watch other people play video games?
Everyone watches it now.
Yeah,
My
especially the kids.
daughters. Yeah, my nieces, my nephews, they watch it.
Yeah,
my daughter's cousin, she's 8. She watches it.
yeah.
And all it is just Minecraft.
Mostly, yeah.
And the storylines, you know, these Minecraft towns or whatever, they have the stories. Oh, let me open this or whatever.
Yeah.
My autistic niece, Cielo, she watches somebody just opens a surprise box where it's an eggshell chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
And you take the foil off, and then you got a chocolate egg, and then in that egg there's a little surprise, and you open that, and what? Really?
Yeah.
The kids like this stuff?
That's the big thing. There's a couple of videos on my channel of me opening up the loot crates.
Yeah.
You know, and the first couple ones I wasn't sure what to do. You know, so you had me open it up, and then like a lot of the scrambling to get the next thing, and then I think I was kind of drunk. I think I was kind of drinking when I decided to edit one of the videos, because then there was like clips from Rick and Morty and audio in the background and different things, and I'm like, and it was only like 3 minutes, you know, but like everyone told me, goes, that one was good, that was fun, I enjoyed watching it. I was like, oh, okay, you know, and then it kind of like, oh, that's what you like. So
see what alcohol can do to you?
Yeah, make you more creative.
Yes.
Only if you're 21.
Speaking of,
and older. No, I got an empty beer. Empty beer. Next time, we'll get some more beer.
Yeah.
We'll get a beer or something like that. Remember, drink only when you're 21 and older.
Yep.
But yeah. So I think it's a good spot to end it for this week.
Yeah, it is.
This one's a little just kind of a background of us. Nothing too crazy. So we didn't get into like any like crazy topics or what's going on in the world or, you know, social media world and all that good stuff. But yeah, you know, just a little background is our like pilot episode. Just talking about us. You know, hopefully we get a couple of our friends to join us.
Yeah,
you know.
that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun.
Like I said, you know, maybe 2 times a month. You know, we'll see what we can do. You know, like Alfredo said, life gets in the way of having fun, and you know, this is fun.
Right.
But you know, we're gonna try to do what we can and see. I'll probably upload this fairly quick after we do this. I don't want to wait a week and information like, oh, we're talking about SpaceX, and then it's a month later, you know, like, hey, this conversation is like SpaceX.
Oh, X.
Yeah, SpaceX.
This guy.
Yep, SpaceX. But yeah, it was a pretty good one. Any last words?
No. I just hope that, you know, this thing's off, and we're kind of behind, as everyone's already doing their own podcast kind of thing.
There's a bazillion to listen to.
Right. So let's just hope we're part of the certain percentage where people like it, and hopefully we become big. You know, I mean, let's start small, of course. You know, that's the ultimate goal. However, let's start small, and you know, if there's any topics and you want us to discuss, I'm trying to work things out and make things, have it on a schedule, which will be fantastic. And I mean,
everything. Once we get on the schedule, like we're gonna do it this time every week or whatnot, then I think we'll be able to maybe go on Twitter and get any questions on Twitter if we see, or see whatever's trending and talk about stuff like that.
Yeah. Or if we're playing Overwatch, or got a PS4, what's it called, gamer tag? Steel Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Is it Steel Jersey or Steel Jersey 95? I don't even know. I haven't played in so long, but it's one or the other. And you can hit me up from there, and we'll just do something.
Yeah, I'll throw in our Instagram links and our. I have a Twitter. I put all our social media stuff and all our gamer tags. Mine's pretty easy. It's Tank Kramer for everything, So I was pretty lucky with that. Which that name also came from when we first started playing World of Warcraft.
Same thing as Steel Jersey.
Same thing as Steel Jersey. So those gamer tags are over a decade old. Man.
Dude, now I feel old.
Yeah, and I think that's where we're gonna end it for this week. Yeah. Thanks for everyone for listening to a bunch of the guys talking about a whole lot of randomness. If you guys enjoyed it, and you don't want to miss out on our next episode, just hit the subscribe button. Until next time, thank you guys. See you guys later.
Have a good one.
We're not like you. We're grown ups.